Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Fight, 97.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Ready. Clock, 10. Red, cycle. Ready.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he goes out right around the 39. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Short throw to Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go. Right 2. Yellow 2.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Hooker. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. And incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Hooker, man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Street. Go check, go check. Check smash. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Go, Reed, go.
On 4th down, Hooker. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The end result, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw on second down, Hooker. That's complete to the Porta. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Ready.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. To the 43, second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ready.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Robinson up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, here's Ritter. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's got right on the short throw. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Hooker. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he fell to day 3 of the draft, nor is he. And the Lions, they found themselves a franchise receiver.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on second down. Hooker going underneath. Gibbs has it. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 4-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked by Jeff Okuda. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Let's go, charge.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fight, 97. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. Wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Working with a 2nd and 3.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Operating from the gun. Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hooker. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta with it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Robinson back out there to send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Throw left side, there's London. But he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Yellow. Red. Cycle. Ready. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Black. Red. Steel. Black. Set.
Ritter back to throw. Into the hands of London. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's second down and 8.
Shot. 17. 10 cycle. Hut.
Quick pass out to Miller. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Hooker. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got right on the short throw. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down. Hooker. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey, 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 hey.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10. Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Ritter throwing on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Going play action. Ritter. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut 19. Set, temple, set.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got right on the short throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Riggs. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Go.
He's back to throw. That's to the tight end Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Back to throw. He's got right on the short throw.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
18 Cardinal. Hey, smash.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
We're now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Lions.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw again. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation, move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Ritter off the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime, when that can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. That actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. It's caught on the right side. It's Snell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. Robinson will try to pick it up. Down the sideline he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So a win here for the Falcons. And the man leading the charge was their quarterback, Charles. That's Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for Atlanta, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.